right now.
No, we're seeing.
Yikes.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show with Pat Fernandez on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Now here's Pat.
Check that. Pep's somewhere in Montana.
Montana.
Off the grid?
Somewhere in Montana.
He's a bush people.
Huh?
He's a bush person.
He is a bush person. He's taking the family on the adventure of a lifetime. And so we're here to pick up the pieces of the Inland Sports Show.
Trying our best.
No, we're going to do great. It's going to be a lot of fun. So he's on assignment in the western United States. I'm sure he'll come back with gifts. But for now, I'm here with Jeff Gorham of Norte Vista High School. Famous, world famous.
He's back.
Not just famous.
Can you believe it? You know, when we call to get help, guess who comes?
Angel the Intern.
Angel
You guys,
the
it's
Intern.
like in Batman when they flash up the bat logo.
That's right.
You guys
That's
flash
right.
up.
You were
the
down
logo.
at SC and you're like, they need me. They
Yeah.
need me.
I said, please show up, Angel. But look at Angel's all ripped now.
Absolutely.
You know what? It's the shirt size down trick.
He's wearing an extra
That works.
medium.
Totally true. We're the Inland Sports Show. David Zink here with Jeff Gorham and intern Angel along with the Gregulator. And we've got plenty of guests for you tonight, or today. It's not even nighttime yet. I'm hoping it's night. Our intern Cameron, he's pulling some bookings. And so we've got Woodcrest Christian Brandon Bossier. Is that correct name? I get that right? Here we go. He's a sophomore from Woodcrest Christian.
The legend in the making.
Helped pitch a no-no on Tuesday, and then Woodcrest ended up winning on Thursday, coming back from a 4-run deficit to win 7-4, and move on to the semifinals to play Tockwitz. Their opponent in the last time they were in a championship run, their opponent Tockwitz was Tockwitz. They beat them last time. They're going to play them again, and probably beat them this time too. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. That doesn't come for a while yet. David Zink here. I want to thank first of all, our sponsors, of course, Adrenaline Athletic Training in Corona. Check out Adrenaline's Baseball Academy high school summer program. Train, practice, games, showcases are all included. If you want to do it, phone Garrett Trevino at 951-343-4344, 951-343-4344. And then Spoiled, quick, quality oil change in Riverside.
Best in the business.
They say, what a great place to take your wife, for you or your wife to take your car. It's really quick, friendly people, a lot of
At
fun.
least Navigado.
And if you want to get your wife a nice gift and you don't want to take her, they'll give you a flower. You can take it home to her and say you bought it.
And you look like gold.
And you get a little piece of candy.
Bill Navigado's the best, man.
The best.
Spoiled oil, quick quality oil change in Riverside. And finally, Remax Advantage in Redlands and Lake Arrowhead. They'll find you a home.
And a shanty.
Anything you need. If it's real estate, Remax.
Remax is the place to be.
Well, we've made it on through there. And, I haven't even said who the guests are. We're going to open the show with Coley Candale from Vista Marietta, athletic director, track coach. They were just at the Masters meet in Arcadia, I believe.
Yep.
And he's going to be on with his star sprinter, a guy I've been wanting to talk to, Michael Norman, who last night, I'm told, ran the fastest when hindered 200 meters in the world this year.
Crazy.
I don't know how that works out. And wind hindered, what the heck? I mean, really, like, the wind's holding you back?
They have wind aided and apparently wind hindered.
I guess. So he's killing it. But Michael Norman, who was the Gatorade Track Athlete of the Year last year, he comes back and he's just as strong in the 200 and the 400. Even the 100 he's run and done very well with. And they're going to be moving on to state. They qualified last night. He won both of his races. So we'll be talking with Coley Candale, and there they are right now. Let me throw them on the phone there. Coley Candale, how are you doing, sir?
Very good. Let me see if I can merge this.
There we go. We're going on a conference call here with Michael.
Michael, are you there? Oh, yeah.
There he is.
Hey!
Yeah, freedom in house.
Thank you guys for coming in on such short notice. I know last night you guys were down taking care of business at Arcadia at the Masters meet, and I know Michael did very well in both of his events, and I know the Vista Marietta did very well, setting yourself up for the state championships. Coley, how was it?
Well, it's down the first night, so I got to do it last night, but I did get exactly what we needed. Qualified up every single individual we took them out there. So we are 7 for 7 last night, so we put ourselves in a good situation for next week.
That's great. And of course, you guys have, well, it's been said many times, the a premier track and field program in Southern California, if not the state, if not the nation. You guys are fantastic. And now you have, I'm getting feedback. And now you guys have Great Oak, who also has a very good track program. How is that to have to go in league and compete with them? Is that a good marker to find out how good you're going to be in state this year?
Oh, real had a battle here for the third half a decade, or even a decade of track and field. So I think we keep on feeding off each other in terms of trying to outdo each other. And it's just increased intensity, but increase the performances of our kids.
Is that a friendly rivalry, or is it one you guys like to get at each other?
Over the years, it's become more friendlier. Just because you get to know coaches and you get to know athletes, and you get to respect each other for how good each other, what each brings to the table. So it's been over the years, it's become more friendlier because of those reasons.
And of course, you guys seem to be very strong in the sprints. They tend to be a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. They tend to seem to be strong in the longer distances, but you guys all come and meet up at the same place, and it's obviously the field events and all that. I mean, it's a whole team that wins that championship. So, how are you guys going to get to the championship this year?
Well, the nice and great thing is, here we have two teams in the same valley that are dominating, certain events in track and field. So we have sprints going, and they have the distance going, and then throw a couple field events in there. 13, 12 events of teams where people are competing next week at state meets. However, neither of them are the same event.
But it seems like that you're going to be destined to actually knock heads at the state meet. And Michael will be one of your key weapons. Michael, last night, I know that from the week before and the comments that Jeff Parenti had in a Press Enterprise article this morning, you weren't quite, I guess you weren't really enthused with the performance you had a week ago, and you were looking to do better than that this last night. How did that work out for you?
It worked out really well. After the final, really good day of my performance, just because I wasn't, out on my A game. So, I came back Friday with like a new mentality, just getting ready to run. So I feel like I performed pretty well, and I met my expectations, especially in the meet.
Yeah, I would say. Now, is it true that you ran a wind-hindered time that was the best in the world this year?
That's what everybody's saying off of hearing off like Twitter and other people. So
How does that strike you? I mean, is that a humbling thing? I mean, how does that strike you?
It's a humbling thing, knowing that I'm able to run, beyond when the headwind, I know that I can run a little bit faster than that, and I'm just looking forward to the future, to what I can do with 200.
Yeah, absolutely. Coley, we were talking off air about the fact that, a lot of people are looking to see Michael Norman do really well qualifying for the Olympics and that kind of thing. And you were talking about how, there's a possibility, but really explain exactly what Michael's situation is. I mean, he can possibly do it, but it looks like that 2020 is probably his biggest window.
Yeah, I mean, it's about progression. Track and field is about progressing every year and getting a little bit better. Michael was at the young part of the progression, and he's developing very well. But there's no expectation. It's just you got to keep on improving, and there's steps that you got to take. Michael's on the progression to keep on improving. How fast he improves is going to be this time. And the nice thing is we have a lot of time on our hands. And the pressure of everything we're trying to say it's going to happen this year, it might. But the biggest thing is Michael needs to progress over the year that he goes to college and then to pros. And there's a lot of things that need to happen.
Hey, Michael, this is Jeff Gorham. I had a question for you. Have you really put in perspective what you did exactly last night? If you look back at the 1996 Olympics, the way you ran last night would have put you fourth, right behind guys like Michael Johnson, Fred Fredericks, Otto Bolden. You would have been fourth in the Olympics. I mean, does that give you an inspiration to continue to work harder? And does it give you a momentum going into the future here?
Just knowing I'm not fourth, it's a motivational thing, you know, I keep myself to ourselves, you know, if I keep progressing as an athlete, it just motivates me more, work harder each week, become the best that I can.
Coley, David here again. So with Michael, you've obviously seen this coming down the pipe. You've been working with track athletes for a long time, and you see him come into your program. Could you foresee what he's doing now when he first came into the program?
No, not really. I mean, for the freshman year, that we talked very good. We just don't know how they're going to progress. We don't know how they're going to grow, how important things are going to become. So you just kind of go day by day, week by week, year by year, and making sure that the training's good, the health is good, and looking something for the athletes. Looking something for me is for the wrestling program is looking something for the athletes. The athletes, basically, guys should they control everything. If you come to them, then obviously you have to have a talent, you have to have a work ethic, and you have to have basically the focus and attention to detail. If Stephanie will have that, and you haven't had a talent, sky's the limit. But, there's a progression.
Hey Michael, how's it going? Angel Viscara here, actually a fellow USC Trojan. Super stoked that you're going to be out there on the Cromwell track next year. And I know obviously right now you're focused on getting your work done, putting in the work next week at State. But looking forward for you, how excited are you about going to a program like USC, which is obviously rich in track and field history? And what are your expectations for your college years and competitions?
I'm really excited to start my new career at USC, but right now I'm just finishing my high school career strong, and the expectations right now, I'm not quite sure what I'm expecting. I'm just going to go out there with my expectations and just try to progress as an athlete, as well as something I can, and hopefully things work out.
Well, Coach Candell and Michael Norman, I really appreciate you both coming on the show and talking to us. Congratulations on last night's step forward, the next step in your run for a state championship. And I wish you guys the best of luck next week when you guys go and battle for that state championship. And again, I thank you for coming on the show. You guys have a great day, and thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for your time. All right, have a good day.
Take care. That was Coley Candell and Michael Norman from Vista Marietta High School talking about, we're talking elite track athletes and elite track coaches. Coley Candell has had a great program for years. I mean, really, that's all he does now. He's an athletic director and track coach. He ran a great football program. Whatever he puts his hands on seems to be very successful. Coley's a player. I mean, really, just a player.
Well, it seems like everybody buys into anything he does. Like we were talking off air that he brings busloads.
Yeah.
Busloads of kids.
108 kids, I think, is in his program.
So if you're, another track program and you're warming up and you see 3 or 4 buses pulling up and you see world-class athletes coming off the bus, that's an intimidating thing right there. So Good for them. Hope they win it. It'd be great.
And Coley himself was a world-class track athlete when he was in high school. The guy really got along in the longer distances, doing cross-country track along with his great football that he played for his dad, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was great having them on. But, we got to move on because we got plenty of stuff. We got people waiting to come on the show. I have to tell you that when we come back, we're going to have a lot of fun talking Woodcrest Christian's Brandon Bossier and the Woodcrest program, which will be playing, I think, Tuesday in a semifinal game against Tockwitz. But we'll get back to that when we get back after the break, so save it.
Fox 13.
On Fox Sports, 1350
There we
AM.
Nike Sports, heard right here on Fox Sports Radio 1350.
Nice job, Tinker.
Yeah, no.